You are listening to Keenan Live, where I'm going to be talking to the interesting, the rebellious, and the successful. People who do things that others just can't or won't. Hey, what's up, peeps? It's Keenan. Welcome to Keenan Live 2. You do not know how happy I am here because, as many of you know, I am a skier. That is my thing. Ever since I stopped playing football in high school, skiing is my thing. And there's nothing closer to football than mogul skiing because it actually takes some muscle, et cetera, et cetera. So I can't tell you how happy I am to have the GOAT, and we're going to talk all about that in a minute, the GOAT of mogul skiing, Kingsley. Kingsley, my brother, welcome.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, baby. How you doing today, my man?
I'm good. I didn't ski today because the weather was so bad here, and I'm in Switzerland right now. And flying back home to Montreal tomorrow and get back to work on the gym to get ready for World Cup opening on December.
No doubt. So wait. So you're in Switzerland right now?
Yep, I'm in Zermatt, very high in altitude. It's been 2 weeks and a half I'm here, just training, getting my stuff ready. Things are going very well right now, so I'm very stoked.
Good on you, baby. Good on you. So talk to me. Before we even get into skiing, some crazy shit happened yesterday. You almost got a new prime minister, but you didn't.
Yeah, I know. We were following that, even though we're 6 hours ahead of Eastern time in Canada. So it's pretty exciting always when there's new elections. And I did my vote 2 weeks ago, and I'm happy that Justin Trudeau is back as a prime minister. I met him a few times. I chat with him on the phone after I won the gold at the Olympics. So yeah, it's great. I think he's a great prime minister, and I'm just very happy that it's him. And I think it's good for sports. He's very good with us. So So you got to talk to him on the phone, sort of like when people get to in the States, they get to go to the White House and see Trump. Yeah, well, I got to go to the Parliament Hill in Ottawa to meet him in his office and chat for a good 15 minutes. But after I won the gold, I had a phone call, and someone told me, it's a very special phone call. And I took the phone, and it was Justin Trudeau on the phone. So that's pretty special. And he was watching the event with his family, and he's a big fan of skiing and snowboarding in general. Those are his favorite sports to watch at the Olympics. So, we just had a very casual talk for a good 5 to 10 minutes, and he said, "Congrats, the country is proud." And it's pretty special when you have the chance to do that. And after that, I met him in Ottawa. We took some pictures, some selfies, and he's just a great guy all around. He's pretty young for a prime minister, and he's so far doing a good job. On my side, what I think, I'm sure there's a lot of people that don't agree with that, but overall, great guy. So I was going to ask, so is it like here in the States where some people like win something or get a chance to meet him, and they're like, no, I don't want to meet him, and they boycott him? Yeah, Donald Trump. Yeah, like, no, but do people want to boycott Trudeau? Like, do people like, oh, no, I'm not going to go see him? Maybe there is. Every gold medalist from Pyeongchang went and met him. So I think he's just very close to the sport athletes, and we know he's watching. He tweeted at all of us, and I think he called all of us also on the phone, everyone that was winning. So no, it's pretty special to get a prime minister, someone is leading the country that is so close to his athlete, and it's a special moment. So you can say in your life that you spoke to the chief of your country, and I'm very happy that he's been elected again. What do you think about how they do it here in the States? Like, what do you think from a patriot perspective about Americans who don't go see Trump or don't go see Obama or whoever? What do you think of that? You think that's good or you think that's bad? I mean, I'm not from the States. For sure, in Canada, we can follow what's happening in the States a lot. I don't know. If I was an American, if I would go to the White House or not, I think it's a pretty big privilege to have the chance to go. But I don't know. I mean, I support the people that doesn't go, and the people that go, good for them. I mean, it's a pretty special feeling to have the chance to, I think, go to the White House. Any president. I mean, it's more for the gesture than the actual guy that is there. So probably I would go if I was an American, but I mean, I don't know. Since I'm not, I can't really tell.
You don't have to worry about that. You don't have to worry about that. What is it
Yeah.
like standing on that podium? Because you've done it twice now, right? You had a silver in a Sochi, and then you had the gold in Pyongyang, if I'm saying that right. What's it like? Pyeongchang, thank you. What's it like standing on the pedestal, hearing the Canadian national anthem?
Sorry about that. I just had a little issue with my phone.
Oh, okay.
It's all good.
Yep, you're here. Yep.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. I'm sorry. Man, it's the best feeling in the world. I've watched the Olympic all my life. Watching on TV, watching the opening ceremony, watching a lot of my heroes go on the podium, and when it's your time, I mean, it's like, for me, it was like being a kid going to Walt Disney and meeting like Mickey Mouse or whatever, but like seeing that podium and stepping on it and seeing the Canadian flag go up, it's very, very special. And yeah, I mean, it's kind of hard to describe because my life has been waiting for this, moment, and working so hard, so many hours at the gym to get to this, to have the chance to step on that podium. And when I won the silver, it was pretty special because I was on the podium, and the winner was my teammate. So we had the Canadian anthem for us. So it was for him because he won, but like it was still for me because I was in the silver position. And to do it again, and I promised myself in Sochi that I would step on the highest step. So there's always at the Olympic 1 step to get to the bronze, 2 steps for the silver, and 3 steps. And I told myself I'm gonna work so hard to go up on those 3 steps. And when I did it, man, the pressure went away, and it felt just so good. All my family were in front, and a lot of my friends and all the people that I care were watching on TV. And it's a pretty special moment. And the Winter Olympic medals are so heavy, and when you get it on your neck, is the best feeling in the world.
Dude, did you know that? Let me just start over. How did you feel the first time when you had second place? And I think we're getting a little bit of delay in your voice again. I'm not sure why, but we'll keep going and see how it works out. So what did you feel the first time when you got second? Were you mad?
No, not at all. Because I was so nervous because of my first Olympic Games. And no, I was just very happy. I gave everything, and I was happy I didn't go for, just trying to be on the podium. I went for it to win, and I made some few mistakes, and that what cost me the gold medal. And Alex had probably one of the best run I saw in my life. So yeah, I was very happy because, at 21 years old to get a silver medal, it was, at the time, I think it was like the peak of everything that I've done. I won, the world championship, but it was never like when I won the silver medal for the first time. And it's just so huge. Everyone is watching. When I got back home, I was not mad at all. But I promised myself that the next time I go, I'll step on the highest step.
Okay. All right. Let's do this. Everybody listening, I'm going to let them think about questions for a minute. Mikhail, why don't you try one more time going out and coming in, and we'll edit this for the podcast recorded version. But for people watching, it's so delayed, and I don't know if mine's delayed as well, but it doesn't look like it. Let's just have you come in.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, baby.
I'll redo it. Give me 2 seconds.
All right. All right, everybody. While you wait, we apologize. We've been having some issues with the voice lining up. We know it messed up in Winklevoss. We're trying real hard to make that happen. Not happen again this time. But you guys got questions here. Drop them in, and we're going to answer them. I'll ask them directly of Mikhail. so you can get a chance to talk to an Olympic champion, and he is truly the GOAT. We're going to talk about some of his accomplishments here in a minute. But, I mean, we're talking more wins than any other mogul skier in the world. We're talking 2 gold medals. He's going for his 3rd. No male has ever won 3 medals. Only one's won 2 gold medals, and that's one person who beat him before. So there's a lot more we're going to cover here if we can get this to line up and look pretty. So let's see if we can get him back. All right, baby, talk to us. All right, so we can't hear you. Wait, let's see what we got. Oh, let's see what you got. Yes, it was worth it. It was worth it. We got you back. You're in sync. No, I'm not sure it's your fault. We'll think we might have a software issue. We'll have to talk to the folks here. But anyways, welcome back. All right, my man, listen, the reason I asked you about 2nd place, I'm going to pause for editing here. Okay, the reason I asked you about 2nd place is because I read an article not too long ago that, did you know that 2nd place finishers in the Olympics have the highest suicide rate? Yes, highest suicide rate of people who are in the Olympics, and they suffer from depression, etc., greater than anybody else. And the research suggests, obviously, if you win 1st, you're pumped, right? So gold medal life is great. If you win 2nd, you're so focused on what you just missed, right? That you didn't actually win the gold and you 2nd. And 3rd is they're focused on the fact that they got to at least podium and they weren't in 4th. So there's a lot of conversation and a lot of discussion around people in 2nd place, how it really messes them up pretty bad.
Place of the podium for me. And after that, it was like, just I wanted so bad to get the gold. But if I wasn't going to get it in Pyeongchang, it was not the end of the world. I've worked so hard, and I have the Olympic medal, a silver one, and that's forever. And it was just motivation. So never had some weird thoughts, because just if I was, a bronze medalist or any colors, or I think just the fact to go to the Olympics is a very, very, very big accomplishment, and nobody can take that away from you. So even there's a lot of people that went to many Olympics and never won a medal. And
yeah, good point. Good point. And dude, what more people don't understand about mogul skiing, unlike alpine and even cross country, is it's one and done, right? Like,
yeah,
like
it's a rough one.
It's all or nothing. Like, and it's judged, right? So when you're talking about alpine skiing, you have the slalom, giant slalom, downhill. I'm missing,
but it's only time.
And Super G, and it's your time. So there's no subjectivity to it. So either you go the fastest or you don't, right? But in mogul skiing, there's judges, and they could say, we don't think that was a good run. And that's it. If you mess up, there's no like, oh, I'll come back tomorrow and I'll do the super, I'll do the super moguls, or I'll do the, right? It's one and done. That's got to put some stress on you.
Yeah, but that's what I love about moguls is performance on demand, and we have to work so hard on that. You can be a very good mogul skier, but if you're good once out of 10, you're probably not going to win a gold medal at the Olympics. And especially that at the Olympics, we get an extra, run. So it's 4 run that you have to make it to the bottom and do your best, So there's always pressure. That's like at the Olympics, you do your qualification, and if you pass on the top 20, you have the chance the next day to go to the final. Then we're 20 guys, and you have to do top 12 in order to go to the next round. And then all the score go back to 0. And then you have to finish top 6 to go to the medal round. And then you have to lay down your best run at the end. But for me, I didn't see it like this, the past Olympic, to try to qualify in first place in every round, not to put that pressure on me. The goal was to win the last round. And with my mental trainer, we talked a lot at just doing the round that I know I need to do in order to pass to the next round and work my way up, and trying to get as much information every time I go on the course for those 24 seconds I have to ski. And when I arrive at the last one, it's funny, is the one that I was battling for the medal, but that was the run that I was the least nervous, because I knew what to do. and I felt very confident. And yeah, so I think our sport is more beautiful just because of the fact that we don't have a second chance. It's now it's like do or die, and it's and you see, you know, the people that have a lot of skills but not the mental, they usually end up not doing the best at the Olympics, and the people that are, you know, very mental and very tough. I have a teammate like that, and he's got 2 fourth place at the Olympics. Those are almost his best results ever, but he was so tough mentally, and yeah, that's why the Olympics are so special in our sports.
No, I feel you, dude. And actually, I'm going to stop for a second. We got a question from Gordon Kaiser, or Kaiser. I hope it's Kaiser and not Kisser. Kaiser, what's up, baby? His question is this. He says, when you reach this level of success, how do you overcome the mistakes and fails that lead to such success? So I think what he's asking is, how do you overcome the mistakes and failures to keep driving and be successful?
For me, I think, you know, you always learn more when you make mistakes. And yeah, I just try to learn from my mistakes. I know it's kind of cliche and everyone says that, but it's true. And I mean, in order for me to win, I need to make a lot of mistakes in order to not do them again. And for me, just like in Pyeongchang, right before the final, I had my worst training of the year, the night of the event, and I ended up winning the Olympics. So instead of thinking about those negative thoughts that you have, or, you know, the technical difficulties you have, I try to focus on my strength. And when you do that, I mean, good stuff will happen. I just focused on all the positive stuff that I had done in that course, and I knew what I was able to do, and tried to let those, you know, little things that were not working for me at that day. And yeah, just for me, it was to keep it simple. And at our time in a few moguls in the male section, that I was always getting caught up. And the only thing I was thinking about is just, you know, lifting my knees and keeping my hips straight. So sometimes, like, the little thing you learn when you're a kid, when you're 11, 12, 9, whatever. I mean, it's those things at the end that are, you know, the most important thing, the simple thing. So I kept the thing simple and
fundamentals.
Yeah.
You just talked about fundamentals, right? Like, you just talked about fundamentals. Like, no question, your ability to be like, oh, I got to go back to the fundamentals and do this. And let me help everybody out. So those of you who are listening who don't know how to mogul ski, or never mogul skied, or never skied, if you've gone skiing, you've seen the kids at the mountain that are really good. Just take that and times it by 1,000 to watch Mikhail. But mogul skiing, in my opinion, are the best skiers on the hill, period, because they have to embrace every single element of skiing. There's no cheating. There's no cheating whatsoever. And when you're competing, you're doing, you know, cork 720s, and I think you're trying to push a 1080 now, I think, but massive, massive jumps in the middle of a mogul field, which is big Volkswagen-sized bumps in the middle of the field, and then you got to land in that going 25 miles an hour and ski through it. It is the most difficult thing you can do on skis, hands down. Hands down. And so to come back and hear you talk about fundamentals is key. And I want people to understand, I think that applies to everything in life. When you're struggling, when you want to make something happen, you got to go back to the fundamentals. And if you're not willing to put the time in to learn the fundamentals and nail the fundamentals, become an expert in the fundamentals, the rest isn't going to help you at all. And your boy Mikhail, you just nailed that. We got another question from Doug Brady. He says, how many hours do you prep versus the amount of time you actually compete? This is good because I have an idea.
I don't know in numbers, but I practice way more than I compete. I mean, our sport is like, if I do like just one World Cup, to win a race, you have 3 rounds of basically between 20 to 25 seconds. So it would be like a minute of competing compared to the numbers of rounds that I'm doing, and the hours I spend in the gym, the hours I spent, and this is my favorite thing, to watch videos and study other skiers or my skiing. Yeah, it's crazy the amount of time I spend on my sport compared to to the amount of time I'm competing.
So you fly look, let's keep it real. You fly all around the world 360 days a year, basically chasing the snow, right? Like, you were in Australia this summer, right?
Yeah. I was in Australia for 3 weeks. Got back home for a month just to do some prep on my at the gym, and now it's only working towards the first World Cup. So top to bottoms, heavy volumes on the glacier here. We have a very good setup, and then it's just getting the last little details ready. Now I'll go back at home. I'll ski a bit in my own town, and go back to Finland, do a short camp right before the first World Cup on December 7th. And yeah, I feel ready to compete right now. I mean, the World Cup can be tomorrow anywhere else, and I feel ready to compete. So I've done a great job this summer to do a good build off and arrive and work a lot on my new tricks. And yeah, there's a lot of traveling, a lot of time spent on my sport.
So how many days a week on average in a year? How many days a week on average in a year do you think you actually ski?
How many days? That's a very good question. A lot. Over
Fine, a lot.
Maybe over 200.
200. You're on skis 200 days a year.
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but I mean, most of the summer I ski like I do like always 3 day, 1 day off, 3 day, 1 day off. So if you think a week, I can ski like 6 times a week ish. And during the World Cup season, we usually ski 4 days, but sometimes I get the extra day just to go feel the snow of different country, because we travel so much and the snow is so different from country to country. So just to feel the snow. So I mean, I skied less this summer, but the past year I've been skiing so much. I was basically in my ski boots all the time.
Okay, so we just said something else now that I bet most of you missed. I bet it went right over your head, right? And so I'm going to call it out. Dude, you just said you go up a day early because most people only ski 4. You do that one extra day to feel the snow.
Yeah.
How many other competitors do you think have a snow field day in their schedule?
I don't know. I think many of the guys are doing it. For me, it's very important just to know exactly, like, it's not that I'm changing the wax all the time. I have a few skis with me, but it's just to, snow in Utah is going to be different than back home in the East Coast, and in Europe is going to be different. In Japan is going to be totally different, super wet. It's just important. So because we have such a small amount of time of training on any course we have, that I want to arrive and know what's the snow condition going to be like, and just see how my skis react and see if I have to make adjustment on my edges. And it makes, like, when I go and do my first run of training, I'm not wasting time. It's not adaptation time. It's work time right away. So it's just preparation. I think for me, skis is key for anything in my sport. I mean, I think that's one of the reasons I'm the best in the world right now, is because I prepare everything so well. And there's no question when I show up in the course, I'm ready to go, and I don't spend time adjusting stuff where maybe people are doing. I don't have to do that because I've prepared earlier.
Yes, it's the little things, dog. That's what I wanted to call out right here. We talked about the fundamentals before, but now you're talking about the little things. The little things.
Sometimes it's just stupid little things, but it makes you so good faster, and you just, all your shit are ready. I mean, my lunch, my skis, like, I prepare my stuff always before I go to bed. Example, I have a training day or I compete. My stuff is like kind of like in a football or hockey locker room. Everything is there. So in the morning, I have like extra everything. I have 2 pairs of socks, like 3 pairs of goggles, all the lenses possible, backup skis, backup poles. Like, I'm not gonna miss anything. Water, drinks, bars. Everything.
Preparation, man. The little things and preparation make all the difference. So listen up, people. There's your lesson, whether you were paying attention or not. Most of us don't pay attention to the little things. Yeah. Most of us don't over-prepare. Most of us don't think ahead. 2 pairs of skis, 2 poles, 2 socks, water. He's got it all laid out. Dude, that...
Yeah, and sometimes I just need like one of each, but the one day that your socks are wet or whatever, you have them in your backup, and you don't have to worry about anything. And it's just putting like stuff out of your shoulder. You have everything. It's just like the preparation you do with your chiropractor, your physio. I mean, I'm not waiting until I'm hurt to go see them. I'm always doing prevention to make sure when I'm in the start gate, I can focus 100% on my performance and not be like, oh, my knee's hurting, my back is hurting. I try to, always prepare everything from every little details.
Yeah. I could learn from that, because that's where I'm not as good. I've always been sort of a guy who's really good at what I call counterpunching, are really good at reacting. Like I'm really in a crisis. I'm a good guy to have around. Like I can respond with like, oh, it's crisis. Okay, I know what to do here, right? And so I live in crisis mode half the time, but I hate it. And I keep saying, like, even this alone, we got here a half hour early, and thank God we got here a half hour early, huh?
Yeah, today, yeah.
Yeah, because we almost missed it. And technically speaking, I was 10 minutes late. So we had that 20 minutes we had to get this right. We made it by the nick of our teeth because of some of the technical problems we were having. So
I was early too. I was checking my phone all day because we didn't go skiing, and I went to the gym and prepare my stuff to go back home. And I was like, okay, I gotta arrive early to make sure everything's working. So yeah, I mean, I think it's important to be in everything we do in life, to be prepared. I mean,
that's the attitude of a champion.
It's crazy. Like Mogul Skiing, our life is always throwing us curveballs, and we have to be fast to reacting to everything. So we got to be ready.
Yep. Dude, I think preparation is the attitude of a champion, and it's one of the things I'm going to work on more. I got to get better at it. My assistant Brady's laughing right now because she's like, oh, yes, if you'll live to this, good shape.
I got to get better at this in some other part of my life, but for skiing, I'm top notch.
Yeah, it plays out. All right, we got some more questions. We have one from Doug. Hold on. I think it's Doug. Doug Brady. He says, does your coach travel with you, and how many people give you feedback?
Yeah, my coach is always traveling with me. I have like the head coach, I call him Mike, and I have a jump coach and a physical trainer, and sometimes a masso or a physio, or my brother, he's a chiropractor. So travel with a good team to make sure I stay healthy. And for the feedbacks, I always have the feedback because I have a coach on the side of the course, and so the jump coaches can tell stuff from the sides of what he sees about my takeoffs and the way I ski out of the jump. I have my coaches that he's watching with his own eyes, and usually the physical trainer would film. So every run, I get to see my run all the time. So we don't do I do video reviews at the end, but I mostly do my my video like live on the spot, like 30 seconds after my run.
They use an iPad, right? And they film with an iPad or a regular camera?
Yeah, it's a tough book, like kind of like what the police have, the tough book.
Yep.
Those things that you can throw from 200 floor and it will still be working, and you can put it underwater. So yeah, and we have a slow mo. It's on Darkfish, so we can see slow motion and a good zoom in and go see the details, and we can draw lines actually on the computers, so it's very efficient for us. And then I get feedbacks with talkie-walkie from the top and from the bottom. So yeah, I get 2 feedbacks by run.
How do you feel about, do you like getting feedback? Like, what is your feeling around that? Do you like people coaching you like that? How would you describe how coachable, better yet, how coachable would your coaches say you are?
I think I'm very coachable. I mean, we all have our little things, and I think my coaches know me very well right now. I've been with one coach for 8 to 9 years, Rob Kober, until 2018, until after the Olympics. And now I'm with a new coach. We're starting our 2nd season together.
Wait, very well. Why did you get rid of the old coach? I
didn't get rid of it. He changed job. He's been there for a very long time. So that's the reason why. It was more on his side that he chose to leave. We won everything together. It was awesome. But I think now with my new coach, it's just new stuff and a new motivation for me to get a new guy looking at my skiing. And my new coach is the ex-coach of Alex Bilodeau, who's the Olympic champion in 2014. And so he knows me so well.
2010.
Yeah, and 2010. Yeah. So these guys have been, studying my skiing a lot to try to beat me. And I've been doing the same thing on the other side. So it's nice to have him on my side now. And yeah, I think I'm for come back to the question. I'm very coachable, but the thing that I like is I talk always first. They don't talk first, so I break and I say how I feel, or he's gonna ask me how did you feel, and then we'll exchange from that. He's not gonna be like a coach that is a straight up coach, like telling me like don't do this or don't do that, or you should go bigger on the top. We'll chat and we'll try to find the perfect solution and do some tests on some runs that I'm gonna miss, but it's kind of like on purpose to try to find something that I want to do. So I'm very coachable, but for sure I'm very hard on myself, so I can get mad about sometimes stupid stuff. So they're very good to bring me down to earth.
You ever get in a fight with your coaches?
No, never. Not not on skiing. Maybe more about hockey stuff and stuff like that. But no, we never got very in the fight. We had some serious conversation, and sometimes we have to make like very clear decision. But I trust him 100%, and I know he trusts me, and we always make the right calls. And I think that's the most important thing with a coach is I have all my trust in him, and I know he's trusting me with my decision. And it's like he's not there to tell me what to do. He's there to give me feedbacks and what he thinks I should do, and then I always take the final decision. So that's what I like about him. He's not gonna be mad if he's like I want you to do this, but I want to do there. We usually try to meet in the middle, or he's mostly gonna be on my side. So but I think with 1 year we already found our recipe to win. So yeah.
All right. We got a question. Ramiro Pasquale. He asked, do you get rattled after taking a big fall, and do you have any doubts when you come back from a big injury?
I'm going to knock on wood because I haven't had very big injuries. But I know a lot of people that have big ones, and, to see them doing their rehabs is phenomenal. Like, I have one teammate, just a short story. Phil Marquis.
Yeah, we know Philly. I love Phil.
Yeah,
good guy.
Phil had a pretty big injury 1 month before Pyeongchang, and he skied at the Olympic without an ACL. So I saw him train and do all his stuff. It was inspiring to see him so motivated and be able to ski moguls without an ACL. I think I've never seen people do that in my entire life. So he's a total legend. But I never had big injuries, but I had some little stuff here and there. But it doesn't scare me. I think it's more on the way I am. I'm not to say I'm willing to die to win, but I like to take risks, and my risks are always well calculated. And yeah, I mean, if I have an injury, and I don't want to have an injury, but like, we'll see. Maybe it's going to be different. But so far, even though sometimes I've been hurt a bit in my back here and there, and I've been always very good to be able to push it still 100% and get the treatment that I need after. I'm just, even if I'm hurt, I want to win so bad that I don't really care about the injury.
So, all right. So you've got a gold and a silver. We got 2022 coming up in 2.5 years, right? 2 years, I guess. Are you gonna stay in this till 2022? Are you gonna get another gold?
Yeah, that would be awesome. I'm for sure going to 2022.
Okay.
Yes, the goal is to win another gold medal.
And you'll be the first mogul person to win three medals, right? If you do that, you'll be the first mogul skier to win 3 medals, correct?
Yeah, first one on the men's side. Yeah, I mean, I'm very excited. I love competing in China. It's gonna be in Beijing, and I have 6 World Cup start in the course of the Olympic in Beijing, and I've won the 6 events. So I'm very good there. No, I'm just very excited to compete and get the chance to win another medal. But I'm going to be Olympic champion for the rest of my life, so I'm not very worried about the results. I'm just going to go there and ski my best, and the pressure is not going to be the same. There was a lot of pressure coming into the last Olympic, especially winning 13 out of the 14 events prior to the Olympics. So it was kind of like my gold medal to win or my gold medal to lose. But this time around, it will be different. I'm just going to make sure I'm still one of the favorite guy. And I have so much experience now at the Olympic with 2 medals. And I think this is going to help me a lot. And the fact that I'm going to have less stress should be better.
Yeah. So let's tell everybody. Let's help everybody understand when we say you're the GOAT, right? How many wins do you have?
56.
Is that the most wins by any male mogul skier?
Yeah, the second best is 28 World Cup wins. I have 56.
So
that's the double.
You've won twice as many as the next person.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
I have 81 podium on 99 starts. So next start is my 100, hitting a new milestone.
Woo! 100 podiums. That's crazy.
No, 100 start. I have 81 podiums.
100 starts. That is unbelievable. Unbelievable. And to finish 56 of those in first place. I mean, that's off the charts. So how many world championships? 4 or 5?
I've won 4 world championships. I have 9 medals out of 10 events at the world championships. And I have 16 Crystal Globe, which is I won 8 years in a row. It's been 8 years in a row. I'm ranked first in the world after the World Cup season. So when you win, you get a Crystal Globe. So I have 8 of these, and I also won all the freestyle discipline, which is moguls, ski cross, half pipe, slope style, big air, aerials. We're all combined together. So all the winners, they go into another pool, and the guy that dominated the most in sport win the big globe. And I have 8 of those too. So 16 globes. So I'm working my way up close to Lindsey Vonn.
Damn. So let's think about this. You got 8 and you had 27?
Yeah.
So basically you have owned this sport since you were 21 years old.
Yes, since I'm 19.
Since you're 19, you've been owning this sport. I mean, that's the GOAT, hands down. So how do you stay motivated, dog? Like literally, how do you stay motivated? Because I don't know that I could stay motivated that long in something that takes the amount of work that it takes. And for those of you who don't know, again, look, I ski about 60 days a year. When I teach, I have to sometimes teach 10 days in a row, and I'm not out training like he is. My feet are gone. Man, ski boots are not nice to feet. Standing around in skis all day is not nice, and skis is not good for the body. So I could not imagine doing this for 8 years. So where do you get the drive, my man? Like, where is the motivation?
You know what? I just love to win. This never gets old for me. And I like to do the work. I like to go at the gym. I like the athlete life. I like to eat well and, have fun with my teammates and travel the world. I think it's pretty motivating, to have goals. I always have goals here and there. Even though I've won everything, I have goals about new tricks or new ways that I see the sport. So yeah, I mean, for me, it's easy to get motivated. If sometimes I have some ups and some downs, and when I have a little down, I don't know, I just go on YouTube and I watch Mogul Skiing from any skier.
I got some Mogul Skiing videos on YouTube you can watch. You can watch mine. I got some you can watch.
Yeah, I'll watch yours next time I have any motivation. But no, I mean, it's easy. I just love to compete. I like to win. I love the feeling. For me, the adrenaline, the stress is like a drug. And yeah, I mean, this is what's keeping me going. I think I'm a guy that just love competing, and that's what gets me going. That's why I want to keep it going, and I'm proud to represent my country. And yeah, that's awesome.
Dude, I think there's something here you're forgetting.
What?
Humility. Because I met you, oh God, when did I meet you? 5, 6 years ago? 76?
Yes, 6 years ago, maybe.
Yeah. And you were the nicest guy. I think I met you the year that I wiped out on my first run and punctured a lung when Phil was
Yeah, that was that year. Yeah. I remember.
Hey, I came back 2 days later and skied with a punctured lung, for the record.
I know. I remember seeing you back on the glacier. I was wondering. It's crazy.
But what I remember about that time, and Phil had it too, or has it too, and what I continue to see is you're grounded in a humility, and that humility drives everything from wanting to keep getting better at tricks, being okay that, look, like you said here, I have nothing to prove. I'm a gold medalist forever. So, I just want to get better and better. Like all of these things, there's a humility, you're grounded in. And I want to talk more about that too, because my daughter, who is a mogul skier competitor, and she's obsessed with it. And she doesn't look, I try to point at some women, like Hannah Kearney, who is probably the best woman ever for Donna Weinbreck or whatever. But But she's like, no, I want to beat the boys, right? And so she looks to you. And when she was at camp this summer and I wasn't there, she was like, yeah, he talked to me. We rode a lift together. You have this, you just have this grounded humility that allows you just to embrace where you are, who you're with, the situation, and you don't let your ego get in the way. And I don't think you give yourself enough credit for that.
Yeah, no, but I was like your daughter when I was young. I mean, I was watching up to the best athlete in the world, and they were always nice to me. Well, most of them. So when I see kids that when they are happy or impressed to see me, I remember young me at 9 years old, I was just doing the same. So for me, like, it was making my year just to have the chance to talk to the best skiers in the world. And so I'm in a good position to understand that because I've been, there also. So, and I always enjoy, I mean, if I was, ranked 20th in the world or ranked first or not even an athlete, I think I would have the same personality. So, skiing didn't change me. Winning a gold medal didn't change me. I mean, there's a lot of great opportunities that comes with winning and being a elite athlete worldwide, but it doesn't change me for nothing. I mean, I've learned so many things because of that sport. I think I'm a better man, better person. But to come back when I see kids, I'm probably more stoked than they are stoked.
Look, I don't think you give yourself enough credit for that, because I don't think it's just giving back to the kids. I think it's why you've been able to maintain so long. There's a grounded. So look, and I'll tell you this. Look at Antonio Brown, right? I don't know how much you know about American football, but that guy.
I know. I don't know as much as hockey, but I know a bit of his story when he was, the Oakland to the Pats thing. And
look, it's 100% ego that destroyed his career. To get that far and flush it down the toilet because of your ego is beyond me, right? So I don't think you can persevere as long as you have, and I don't think you can do what you want to do and be the best at it if there is not some level of humility that grounds you, especially as you get higher and higher and higher, with the whole world telling you you're the GOAT, or the whole world telling you the best, or making all this money, or having all these people follow you around and millions of viewers on YouTube and Instagram and all this, the whole world kissing your ass. If you don't have humility to ground your ass, I don't know how you can stay up there, and I don't know how you can actually make a difference. And so, look, man, I applaud you for being able to do that.
Thanks. Yeah, I mean, I'm not trying. I'm just staying myself, and I always had great people around me. I think I come from a great family, and that has great values. I don't know if that's the great word in English to say, but
yeah, it is.
I mean, I've always been close to my family, and if I was doing something wrong, they were telling me very fast. And I think when you're close to your family and you surround yourself with great friends, I mean, I know they will be always there for me, and I'm there for them. So it's crazy. Like, I think I'm a very big competitor when I have my ski gears on, my goggles on, and it's time to compete. My personally is maybe a bit different because I'm Mikael Kingsley, the skier that's there to win and is going to do everything to win. But when I'm back home, I'm just the normal guy that is 27 and likes to do normal stuff, and I don't try to bring all the attention on my side. I'm always trying to compliment my teammates or my competitors, and I think it's just more healthy like that. And I'm happy the way I'm dealing with it, and I don't want to change. I mean, I'm still going to be the same guy no matter what. Even if I have 2 gold medals at the Olympics, I don't think it's going to change a little things about me.
No, you know what? So here, I want to pause real quick. We're out of sync again, and so let's take a pause. I'll look for questions, and then if you want to jump back in, yes, we'll get you back on, because I'm sure our viewers crazy. All right, see you. So too bad I didn't have sponsors. It'd be a great place to drop a sponsor in here. If you want to sponsor, let me know. But drop a sponsor in here and kill some time for a second. But I want to make sure that we get this voice accurate and tied into the video, because it's driving me insane insane. And I'm going to be nice. The company that I'm on right now, please help me fix this. I'm not saying your name because I want to be respectful, but this is crazy, driving me crazy. All right. So when he comes up, he's come back in. This is nice. Not to hold on. All right. We got you back. How you doing, baby?
I'm good.
Yeah, good. We're in alignment again. Beautiful thing. Beautiful thing. All right. So you said something that was interesting, right? Look, I don't understand assholes. I don't understand assholes.
Me too.
Yeah, I don't listen. So look, by no stretch of the imagination, in any way, shape, or form, do I consider myself famous. But I've written a book and I have a high profile on social media. So I don't know. I feel lucky. Like my kids think it's the funniest thing in the world because my kids think I'm an idiot. But at least once a month, somebody says, hey, you're Keenan. You know what I'm saying? I read your book or I see you on social. I love you. And they're like, can I take a picture, whatever? I'm always graceful. Like, yeah, of course. Now I get it. If I'm, if I were Michael Jackson or someone I couldn't walk down the street. That's different. But I don't understand why people can't be cordial, right? Like, just be respectful. And you said something that was really interesting, and I'm going to flip the script here in a minute. You said you always engage with people, you like to handle them, but when you have your goggles on and when you have your helmet on and you're ready to ski, you're Michael Kingsley, the skier. Have you ever dealt with somebody who, let's say, just after a run or you're on your way up to a run or something, who wants to talk to you, wants an autograph, and is like impeding in that space? How do you deal with them respectfully, or do you not?
Yeah, it happened quite a few times.
Okay.
It's not the best moment to talk to me in there, but I always deal like because people recognize me in the chair if they go up the lift right before I compete. Usually I try to go in the chair by myself or with a teammate, and we know we're not gonna talk. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it happens, and I'm always happy when people recognize me and they want to take a picture and whatever back home. If I do the grocery in my hometown, I think everyone knows me, so for sure it takes a bit more time because a lot of people want to talk to me, which I'm very glad, and I'm always going to give time to those people. But when I have my goggles on, I think I have a little trick is I put my headphones in and I look at them and I'm listening to music respectfully, and or I just tell them, I'm gonna go do my run. I'm just gonna try to get some time to focus, and sorry about that. We can chat after the race if you want to come see me. We can take a picture or whatever. Or sometimes they just want to take a quick picture, so I do it very quick and I put back my headphones in, and I think the people knows when I have my headphones. I mean, I'm probably not gonna reply to you or whatever, but I mean, I always try to stay nice because you never know who's sitting next to you.
Yeah, truth. So, dude, do you compete with music?
No. I listen to music before, or just to get me fired up if I have to be fired up, or calm down when I need to calm down. But no, I don't ski with music because I try to use all my senses. And hearing is a lot because I ski a lot with the rhythm of my ski hitting the moguls. And in training, I ski without music, so I'm going to compete without music because I just want to hear if I'm right in the rhythm. And I know I'm well placed on my skis if it makes the same noise that a very good run in training. So I think your ear, even the breathing and seeing well the bumps are so important. Using all your senses going to help you perform better. So no music for me when I compete.
Well, that explains why I suck.
Well, maybe not. I mean, there's a lot of great athletes that compete with music. I mean, I ski for fun with music when I'm by myself, or sometimes I have a lighter training. I'll put my AirPods in and ski with them, and it's just because sometimes it's just longer training, so I want to listen to music to stay more focused or have more fun. But when I compete, no music, because I want to hear the starter, and I want to hear my breathing and everything. So yeah, I mean, I think I've heard that when you have music, you have a bit less balance.
Really?
Yeah, I think there's something in your ear. I don't know how to say it in English, but I think there's
inner ear
vibration thing are very important for balance.
I did not know that. All right, now I'm going to try with, because I ski.
Try to put all the chances on my side, so no music.
Yeah. I ski with, well, granted, I'm not competing, but I'll take all the help I can get. Look, little ski boot up there, man. I'm now in a pair of full tilt, so I had to retire the Langs. But
Yeah, what are you skiing on right now? Daldoro?
I'm in the full tilt chair 10.
Okay, nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm with full tilt too. I have the drop kicks.
Yeah. I like the drop kicks. I don't know why I didn't get them. Oh, I know. I found the chair 10s with a really good deal, right? So
yeah, probably. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm a little heavier than you, just a little. So what do you like? 170?
My skis?
No. How heavy are you?
Sorry. Yeah. My I weigh 155.
Yes,
so that's like
30, I got 30
kilos.
pounds on you, and so I needed a little more. I needed a little more. How do you say? Stiffness.
Stiffness on my boots?
No, so the chair 10 is a stiffer boot than the drop kick. No, the drop.
Yeah,
kick,
it's a 10.
Yeah, it's a 10,
10
and the drop
flex,
is 7, right?
Yeah, my flex is a 6 in my boot.
Yeah, see, I don't think I could handle. First, I don't ski as well as you, obviously. But two, I don't think I need more. I need a little more stiffness. I weigh 35 pounds more than you. I think I would just fall over my boot.
Yeah. I think the flex is perfect for me. So
Ava has the drop kick. My daughter's in the drop kick.
Yeah, perfect. The best boot.
I've been
skiing with that since I'm 16, and they've always been the best.
Yeah, I'm with you. And then, of course, you're on the IDOnes. So again, my daughter's got your whole kit, man. She's got the IDOne. She's got the drop kick. Now she wants a pair of the new what is zip poles or something like that. So
zipline, yeah. I don't have the zipline poles. I have the IDOne poles. And we're dropping in November my new pro model skis for the 2020 season. So
you're gonna have your own ski.
Yeah, well, I already have my own ski. It's gonna be the 4th model I have. So we're just changing the color this year. It's gonna be the tail's gonna be black and the nose is gonna be white. And there's like some little flames on it. The classic IDOne's logo. They're gonna be red. So I'm excited to try them on.
All right, man. I didn't know they had them. You don't make it for little kids though, because my daughter would have wanted them.
We're just making my size yet, but I'll work on that. Get my pro model every size would be pretty cool.
There you go. So do you do any backcountry skiing? Well, you can't really ski for fun. I shouldn't even ask this question. You really can't ski for fun that much, can you?
I ski so much that when when I can get time off my boots, I try to not ski. But I love big mountains. I love powder. I love backcountry skiing in general. So every time there's a big snowstorm, and it happens to us like 3 times in Japan where there was like a huge snowstorm, and
it's epic.
All the boys we were renting skis, and it's more fun. After my career, I'll do just that.
Japan snow is just epic, is it not? It just never stops snowing.
Man, the snow is so deep. I think I had the best turn in my life there.
Yeah.
Like just some little pitch, and when the snow is like to your hips, there's nothing that's gonna beat it. I mean, mogul skiing is awesome, but powder is just another level of fun, and you're skiing with your buddies, and it's just like the sensation is just so much different. There's way less impact than moguls, so it's kind of fun.
Yeah. No, I'm with you, dude. It is sick. And I went to Japan a few years ago. It never stopped snowing the whole day. You couldn't even ski on the runs because it snowed so much you couldn't see where you were going. So you literally had to be in the trees just so you could see where the hell you were.
Yeah, and then the people that want to go to Japan, the cool thing about this place is the Japanese are super respectful, and they will always ski in like the slopes. They will never go on the backcountry, so you can have like seriously fresh tracks
every run.
So it's I know it's not like that like in Vail or in Colorado or Whistler. There's just so many skiers that by lunch there's no more fresh track, except if you're local and you know where to go. But in Japan, it's just fresh track after fresh track, and there's no skier, no lines, so it's worth it to go to Japan.
All right, I got a question for you. Non-mogul skier, who is your favorite skier, or what skier, man or female, did you look up to the most non-mogul?
Very good question.
Yeah, baby.
I have a lot. Okay, non-mogul skier. Growing up, I was watching, you know, Herman Meyer.
Mm-mm.
No, he's
Oh, Mayer. Wait.
yeah,
No, wait. I'm
yeah,
thinking
he's
Phil and
a
Steve. No,
Austrian
no,
guy.
no. Who?
Herman Meyer.
Nope. Don't know him.
Yeah, he's a well. That was when I was younger. When I was doing moguls and racing, he was probably the best back in the days in ski racing, and probably one of the best in the history. But right now, my favorite skier, I like. I have a lot of friends that are very good, like ABM, who won a bronze in slopestyle in Pyeongchang. But Henrik Arlo, the Swedish guy, I mean, this guy is so creative on his skis, and he's a good skier. Other than that, Michaela Schifrin blows my mind.
Oh man, what Mikhail can,
You know,
I mean, what Michaela can do is crazy. You like her because of her name. Keep it real. Come on.
yeah, we have the same
Michaela.
pretty much. Just add an A at the end. No, but like, I mean, it's both similar. I mean, we're living kind of similar experience. I mean, she's winning a lot, and she's consistent, and she performed under pressure. And yeah, she's just so good. I mean, in a sport where the little details make the difference because it's only time, you know. I'm just impressed. I never met her, and I wish to meet her one day and have the chance to talk because we have I think some similarities, not only in our names but the way we approach competition. I'd say.
I think we can make this happen. I think we can make this happen. Get you
That would
to
be cool.
connect. Yeah. Look, next time you come to Vail, let me know. Right there. Anybody listening to this, especially my friends in Vail on the Vail team, anybody that knows Michaela, we now know that Michaela wants to meet her. Let's make that happen. And yeah, so that's my mission. I'm going to make that happen. Make some calls.
Thank you.
Have you ever? What did you think of? Because when you talk about one of the winningest skiers like yourself in your discipline, what do you think about Lindsey Vonn? What do you think about her? Did you ever get a chance to meet her? What do you think about her?
I never met her, but she's going out with PK Subban. He's an ex-Montreal Canadian player.
Yes. I'm a Boston Bruins fan. PK was tough.
Yeah, and big fan of him. Met him a few times. Met him in Sochi at the Olympics, and met him at the Bell Center when he was playing for the Abs. But for Lindsey, I mean, she's the GOAT, and she's the greatest skier female to ever live, and big fan of hers. But I mean, in my era, Michaela Schifrin dominated a bit more, so I'm more towards Michaela since she's still active. But a big fan of Lindsey Vonn. I mean, she's a legend, and she had a lot of injuries and always came back, and she was able to win. So much respect for her skills and for her mental toughness, and yeah, she's incredible.
So now they're married, by the way, or they're engaged now. So not just dating; they're getting married.
Yeah. Well, I don't know when is the marriage, but I mean,
maybe PK can invite you. PK, if you're listening, Subban, if you're listening, Mikhail wants an invitation.
Nah, I don't know them very well, so it would be kind of awkward if I'm there. But no, they're just a nice couple. PK is awesome. He's a great hockey player, and he's a beast. And Lindsey Vonn, same thing on his skis. So it's a great match.
All right, so you grew up in Quebec, right? Quebec, if I try to say that even closely with a French accent, the way you guys write, right? As opposed to Quebec. What is the best skiing, as far as you're concerned, in the world? And would you say it's your home mountain, or are you going to say it's somewhere else? For Mogul Skiing, where do you think the best skiing? Better yet, let's piss a lot of people off. What's the best ski mountain in the world, and then the best one in North America?
Okay. Best place to ski in the world. I'm at the right, a nice place right now. I mean, Zermatt, Switzerland, got everything. Got probably one of the best views in the world. You have the Matterhorn. The village is amazing. The après-ski is awesome. The skiing is incredible. in the winter. So I'd go with Zermatt because I'm here right now. I like Vel. I think for North America, I'd say Whistler and Vel are my favorite. But I haven't done every mountain. But yeah, Vel I think is great. You know, skied there maybe two or three times, and I don't remember the name of where the moguls are at.
Highline?
IDOne, yeah. This thing is awesome. It burns my legs. Like I can't do a top to bottom there.
Yeah, I feel so much better. All right. Hey, everybody, all my peeps from Vail, all of us who ski Highline every Saturday and Sunday, you have now been, what's the word I'm looking for? Justified or delivered from the agony of knowing we cannot ski it top to bottom. It is a fair.
I don't think it's possible. I mean, at full speed, I've done it in a few sections, but it's good training, and my legs were burning so much after skiing that island runs. Yeah, so
and it's got a couple funky pitches. Like you got to be on your skis because it's a little flat at the top, then it drops.
And then it goes.
Yes, and because the people who aren't that good usually stop there, the moguls get really crazy, right? Like they get really big and they get off center. Right. And then it gets flat again. And then it gets really, really steep at the bottom. Like even if you have the endurance, you got to have the skiing ability to deal with the changing lines. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's cool. I mean, you have to stay so focused because when we ski World Cup, you're going straight into your line. But in courses or slope like I-line, I mean, you have to create your own path because the moguls are not like always perfectly aligned. And you have to be like pretty focused, and the bumps are like can be nice for like 50 meters, and then you arrive to like a pitch change where everyone's stopped, and then they get so big. And then I never want to stop where everyone's stopped. I try always to stop at random places. So yeah, but I can't wait to go back there. My boy Phil Marquis lives now in Val because he's gonna coach the program there, and can't wait to go visit him and go ski with you guys. I think there's a lot of great people in Val. Love this place.
Yeah, man. I'm looking forward to having you come out. Let me know ahead of time. Obviously, we will make returns. I've always.
But I can't leave without saying that my own mountains, Saint-Sauveur, it's. I think we're one of the mountain in North America, or the mountain that create the most Olympian, and it's a small hill, very very small, but awesome. And Mogul program there has been, I think, one of the best in the world for the kids. I mean, I'm from there. Biladou's from there. The sisters are from there. So a lot of Olympic champion and medalists from there.
Look, you brought something up, and I was about to wrap this up, but I think you brought something up we should talk about. And I think this goes across business as well as it goes across sports. It's the culture. That small mountain has built an amazing culture around mogul skiing, which then becomes generational, right? Everybody buys into the concept. They look at the people they want to ascribe to being the best. They invest in it. And so it becomes a culture of mogul skiing, which then perpetuates the concept of being great mogul skiers, thus and therefore delivers more Olympic mogul skiers than anywhere else in the world. It's all about culture.
Right on. I mean, Jean-Luc Brassard was from the area, and he won the Olympics in moguls in '94. So it created a lot of, new young mogul skiers, which made them very good coaches. And then Bilodeau arrived, and then with his performance at the Olympic in 2010 or 2014, inspired so many kids, and we were a huge club there. Now it's my turn to inspire the kids, but there's just a little culture. I mean, the mountain is smaller. You don't get the distraction from the big mountains. I mean, you have your mogul course, you have a park, you have, a lot of ice because we're from the East Coast. It's not the best snow, but I mean, the lap around are super fast. You get to do many rounds. We can ski until 10 p.m. because we have lights. They make snow in October, and we usually finish the season in May. And we push it until June this year because we had a lot of snow. So it's just special. And they always keep the middle, so the main slope ends up with a pitch and is always full with moguls and jumps. and even when they have one slope open, it's a line of moguls. So there's just a lot of history and tradition back where I'm from with mogul skier. I think the mogul skier are more popular maybe in our areas than the alpine racer, which I think in the States is the opposite, or in Europe. But for us, we're the favorite guy on the mountain.
Yep.
Which makes it, special, because there's just more skiers and more future legend.
Yeah.
Because they know we've been through there, and the coaches and the people that are, we're helping Jean-Luc Brassard or Alex Bilodeau or myself. We are the 3 only gold medalists at the Olympic from Canada, and we're all from that place, and it's the same people that were taking care of us when we were younger, from the station. So it's just
I think you nailed. Look, I think
I
think it's so true. The culture is so important, right? I mean, look at it this way: the United States from 1994, I believe, all the way up until what was his name from Vail? Toby
Dawson.
Dawson. Yeah, there was always an American on the podium. But after that, we haven't even come close since. And I think it's because in America, the whole switch has moved, no pun intended, the whole switch has switched to the park. And now all these kids growing up, they're not looking at it. There's no, Toby Dawson look at anymore. There's no, oh my God, I can't think of his name.
Johnny Mosley.
Yeah, Johnny Mosley anymore. They're looking
Jeremy
at
Bloom.
kids in the parks, right? And so kids don't even want to try to mogul ski.
Yeah, well, it's cool because back home we have like people looking up at the slopestyle skiers. We have a lot of kids looking up to us, and for sure a lot of kids looking up to the alpine racers. But just from our area, mogul skiing has been just so big, and since the people in Quebec were always pretty much 100% of the Team Canada, so the culture is very on the East Coast. It's yeah. I always say mogul skiing is better in French, because you look at Edgar Gros-Piron, which is a legend, or Jean-Luc Brassard, another legend. We are all speaking French, so maybe it's something with the language. I don't know.
Dude, Canada, look, you can't BS. Canada has owned mogul skiing on both the men and women's side. I mean, between the LaPointe sisters, between you and then Phil coming in doing as well, and then the other cat, what's his name? Because of an M.
Marc-Antoine Gagnon.
Yeah, Gagnon. I can't even pronounce his name. Him, and then of course, I mean, you guys have just really, Canada has really taken a lead in mogul skiing. So I can't argue with you, man. Like, you guys are doing something right. I wish America would get back on that train, but we're trying. We're trying.
Yeah, no, the Americans are doing very well. I mean, they have a young team, very talented.
Who scares you? Who's the one up and comer that scares you? Now, maybe you'll be retired by that time, but who's the youngest person coming up? You're like, oh snap, this cat could be really good.
Well, I'll be a big fan of your daughter when I'll retire. But yeah, I'm gonna look up to her. But no, I think there's a kid named Nick Page. He's I don't know if he's 18 yet or he's 17. He's very good. He's very good in the air, and his skiing is getting more mature and more like.
From the States or from Canada? Where's he from?
U.S.
Okay.
He's from Park City, I think. He's a very good skier. So Nick Page, but I mean, the whole U.S. team has so much talent. Every year, I'm expecting them to do very well, and I think they'll do very well this year, better than they did in the past. But I'll be there to try to stop them.
Yeah, to remind them who's the best. To remind them who's the best. All right, baby. Listen, I can't thank you enough. I enjoyed the conversation, brother. I am pumped. Let's think snow, my man, so I can put this back around my neck, get my pass back around there, and get out there. Let me know when you come to Colorado, what Vail specifically. And
I will, for sure.
we will hit Highline, brother. I will start working out now so we can take it all the way to the bottom. All the way, baby.
All right, my legs are already ready, so can't wait.
Yeah. All right, man. Always a pleasure. Always a pleasure. You be good, dog. Peace.
Cheers.
All right, everybody. You've been listening to Keenan live with Olympic gold medalist, GOAT mogul skier, greatest of all time, Mikhail Kingsbury. Thank you for listening. Listen, Keenan Live is where we talk to the interesting, the rebellious, and the successful. You know what I'm going to say, y'all? Till next time. Peace.